wicked was, prosper for a moment, but at some point the Lord's going to change his status, man. And now this devil is being brought low. Oh, Lucifer has start falling from heaven. That's what's happening. And this is just the beginning, because it's going to turn into what? World War III. These nations are all going to be against this devil. These nations are all going to point their arrows towards Babylon. All right, because Esau Edom is greatly despised. Man.
Yeah, especially with the evidence of all the people, all the injuries is coming from, from the Fauci ouchie. All the evidence that they're trying to suppress of all the injuries and deaths and things of that nature, man. All right, I was watching. You guys remember the chick, the Truther girl chick, the Edomite with the big ass lips?
Right.
I was watching her channel. I hadn't seen one of her videos in a while, and it popped up in my feed. And I started watching it, and actually she mentioned in her video, and I screenshotted it, and uplifted the screenshot, put the screenshot up. But basically, she's talking about the second round of the lockdown is about to happen, and it turns out that the Canadians, the Canadians are 90%. Fauci ouchie,
right?
90%, but yet the cases are skyrocketing. How is that?
That's called IQ in mathematics. You know what I'm saying? It is correct.
The new form of math.
Exactly. This is Sirach 10 and 8. Because of unrighteousness. I was saying new speech, new math. New math, that's right. And everything they saying, it don't make sense. Now I'm seeing so many different TikTok, Instagram videos that if you just put them up on YouTube, man, our channels will be straight gone. If you look at all the statistics behind all the shit they're doing. This is Sirach 10 and 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. And I like that with the title, how the hedge is being removed from the Idumeans. From all the things that Esau's been doing to us, the Lord is removing that hedge. All right? Now their kingdom is being translated to us. We are actually watching the fall of Babylon in slow motion. All right? And I'm saying slow motion because it's actually moving very fast. But it feels like, because we still in the churches, it feels slow. But this is actually really moving.
Could somebody grab that Psalms 73 is not in trouble as other men?
I got right here. I was just reading it.
All right, but that's the. But see, because that's wild. That's the spirit, man. Because go ahead and read the Bible shot.
Psalm 73 and 5 again. They are not in trouble as other men. Neither are they plagued like other men.
Right, and so that's not being the case anymore. Because now you got Edomites going to jail for killing Jake.
Yep.
Cops going to jail for killing Jake.
That's right.
Edomite women, now granted, their punishment is light compared to what Jake gets. But the fact that it's happening, all right? They can't, right. I'm telling you, that hedge is being removed from around them. They just can't do whatever they want to do and just get away with it anymore. All right?
This Jeremiah 49 and 10. But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he should not be able to hide himself. His seed is full, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Because that Esau is being spoiled now. You can't hide, you can't do all of this. That's why they in their neighborhoods robbing them like that and taking all of their goods and everything. Because it's just time up for this devil. This devil had his good reign. He did his good terrible on the planet, and now it's being touched from them. It's over with.
Yeah, and he ruled with much wickedness and oppression, man. Now, he ruled with much wickedness and oppression, man. Bring it out, big guy.
Psalms 147 and 8, O daughter of Babylon, who are to be destroyed. Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. And now Esau is finally starting to see what he has done to us, as far as like he's coming to our neighborhoods and burning out our churches, burning out our buildings,
rape our women,
going there and steal our things. And now Jake going to their neighborhoods doing the same, taking their shit, man.
And you best believe, man, a lot of your wives getting ready to get out like Lana Rhodes, man, by these days.
And that's
all right, because that's scriptural. It's gonna happen, man. Because when they come there, because we look, Jake, and it's funny, man. My mother used to always say, one day they gonna learn who to turn their guns on. She used to say that all the time. One day these niggas gonna stop killing each other and learn to turn their guns on. And And eventually, that's what's beginning to happen, because they're starting to realize, man, what profit of us to go on the west side and roll up on Jake? You know, make Jake break himself, and he got less than I got.
Right.
You know. Right. So now they rolling up on Esau and screaming at him to break himself. You know, and going and like he said, the guy said that burglaries and home invasions have increased, and they're going to continue to increase. And all you women, all you independent, I don't need no man women, it's not going to be good for you.
All you single ladies. All you single ladies.
Right. Right. Yeah, right. Put your hands up. Right. You break yourself, bitch.
Hey, this is
and that's exactly what's about to happen to you.
This is Isaiah 13, and I'm just going straight to the point with what you said. 16. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished.
Mm-hmm.
If you go through the whole thing, it's just about Isaiah 13. It's what's going on right now about the collapse of America. You're going to start to see when the people run through your door. The second Esdras, the 15th chapter, second Esdras, the 16th chapter, the seditions of men, people rising up against one another. Isaiah 19, Egyptian versus Egyptian. We are now in the precipice of your fall. You're falling, all right? We're seeing the fall of Babylon right now in the face.
Yes, sir.
But like you had said, years ago, even when we was down on State Adams, you had been up through them real super rich people up there. They'd already left.
So
man. So what you got now is what used to be the rich that have been reduced to the damn middle class.
Right now, you got low level rich people.
Right, exactly.
Faking the funk.
Right.
They low level people faking the funk, man.
That's right.
Living in Old Town, living on the Gold Coast.
Right.
Because the real money been gone, man.
Yep, exactly.
All right. The real money bounced in 2009, 2010. After that crash in 2008.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, the real money gone, man. The people, it's just some brother was saying it, man. Now they can't leave. The wealthy people that are here are the ones, they got money, but they don't have enough money to leave because they can't set up somewhere else.
That's right. See, the original rich, they were so rich that they actually had power, influence, and the protection to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Once they dipped, these lower rich, they don't got that.
No.
They don't have a pocket, a hand. They don't have enough money to have an influence with Larry Lightfoot. You know what I'm saying?
There's levels to this shit.
You know what I'm saying? No, it's different levels though.
Yeah, because Larry Lightfoot, it's definitely in somebody's pocket.
Exactly.
Right? It's in somebody's. That thing is sold. You know.
Hideous.
I got a precept.
It's paid for, bought and sold, man.
That's right.
This Psalm 18. Job 18.
Perfect.
And 7. The steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down.
That's right.
For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare. The gin shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him. The snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet.
And that's what's happening, because now all this money for private security, because Bucktown is saying the same thing that they were saying that they want to do out in Brentwood, Santa Monica, and Beverly Hills, and those areas out there. They want to buy fully armed private security, man, which is just going to create a bunch of racial conflicts, because that's definitely going to happen, because you got a lot of Ephraimites that still work in Bucktown, and that are salty and mad because that was their neighborhoods, man. All right, it's a few that held out, that had a little money, that are still there, but the majority of them were pushed out, man. You know, they didn't move more toward the west side. And here's the thing that the flip side of that, and they, is that what they're doing is, like, you had a lot of Israelites that now live near Inglewood. all up and down Garfield and all through that area. And what's happening is Issachar and Judah over there is actually getting along. And the same thing happening on the west side. So now you got Issachar and Judah that's starting to mix and mingle, and they're gonna you know, when the Lord raised up Judah and Judah start doing what they gonna do, the rest of the northern kingdom gonna join right in with them, man. Because they saw, and you gotta remember that video. Yes, you may, brother, but there's a short clip. Matter of fact, I'll find it of a Gadite woman. Let me play this video saying how it's time for them to get together with the Negroes. You know. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find it real quick. But go ahead and bring your.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 5, and verse 8. And start at 7. Okay. It says Micah chapter 5, starting at 7. And the remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people, as a dew from Yahweh, as the showers upon the grass that tarrieth not for man, nor waiteth for the sons of men. And the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest, and as a young lion among the flocks of sheep, who, if he go through, both treadeth down and teareth in pieces, and none can deliver. So like the elders were saying, man, you know, Judah and Issachar finally getting their fucking heads together, and they're understanding, you know, in this time of scarcity.
They got a common enemy.
It's
got
time
a common foe.
Yeah, and hey, man, they're gonna come together, and hey, man, they gonna really fuck these Edomites up, man. You know, these heathens. All right, Hyde Park is open. All right, it's full of heathens, man.
Yeah, Hyde Park has no the way they can raise the bridges and block off the streets and block off everything on the other side of the river on the Gold Coast.
Right.
They're not going to be able to do that. Hyde Park is just left out there.
So they walking across. They walking across the park and getting that.
You know, Hyde Park is like low hanging fruit when those days come. And those days are very close. and those days are very close at hand, man. That's right. And it's a lot of single women in Hyde Park. Heathen women. Elam, Esau, Ammon, Moab, and every castle you want to go to, the Sand Castle, the White Castle, you know, the Rice Castle, the Curry Castle, exactly. And if you want to go to the Chocolate Factory, that's there too. So you got a lot of them so-called single women there too. All right.
We're gonna be walking around like they.
So the marauders are gonna have, when they coming for your wine and your food, your jewelry, they coming for your ass too, literally. All right.
It's gonna be like a bully on the beach and whatnot, just kicking all the castles down. Okay.
Your fort, little nigga.
Yeah, I got one.
Go ahead, brother.
Isaiah chapter 11, verse 13. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim, but they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines toward the west. They shall spoil them of the east together. They shall lay their hand upon Edom and Moab, and the children of Ammon shall obey them. So that's a prophecy that's got to happen, man. All right. This is also how you know that the small hatters ain't the people. All right, because this hasn't happened, man. They can't. All these things happen as Israel is restored, man. So you know, they, like you said, they like we said many a times, man. Where are the rest of the tribes when it comes to them? Right. You know, like we've all heard that madness, how somebody's tribe of someone's a Jewish from the tribe of Levi. Right. Say, well, how you gonna? Right. So I'm like, well, damn. So your mama got banged by Judah and Levi? What are you trying to say? You know, which one was your daddy though? Was they on Jerry Springer? What? You know, what are you trying to say?
Mixed seed.
Right.
Sounds like a dog has been popped.
You know, exactly. You can't be both. You got to be one or the other, man. Go ahead, brother.
I'm just gonna say it, man. You guys gonna hate me or not hate me? I'm getting to the point where I really don't care. But indigenous communities, we need to start embracing Black communities. It's time that we unify, like now. We are much stronger moving as one body. And it seems like right now there's a lot of division between indigenous peoples and Black peoples, and that's just absolutely ridiculous. It doesn't need to happen. If somebody says that they're indigenous or they're claiming first to be or whatever, it doesn't change who you are. It doesn't change who I am. But I will tell you this. I've met thousands and thousands of wonderful black people fighting for the same things that we're fighting for. And it's time we start moving as one.
And see, that's prophesied to happen.
That's right.
And what she just said is that's a mighty deal, because in this truth, collectively, all the tribes seem to be involved in this at this point. And the tribe that's had the least activity has been Gad. Now there are Gadites, that are definitely professing their Israelite heritage, but as far as Gadites been on the highways and byways, and that's gonna happen. And you gotta also remember too, Gad is one of the warrior tribes, man. So when the Lord puts that, and it's prophesied that Gad would get back at Esau. It's prophecy. Go ahead, brother. Bring it up.
Genesis 49:19. Gad, a troop shall overcome him.
And that troop was the U.S. Cavalry. Mainly, you could think about Andrew Jackson and his wicked ass. But his troop was a troop that finally overcame Gad, and they overcame them by very, very, very treacherous forms. They didn't just like defeat them straight out in battle. They did really crooked, underhand, cowardly shit to win. But go ahead.
But he shall overcome at the last.
Yep, but he's gonna overcome at the last, man. So Gad. So no matter what happens to Gad, how much suffering, whatever they have to go through, we already know the ending. Gad is gonna overcome at the end, and they're gonna join back onto the rest of the brothers, man.
I got a scripture. This is Ezekiel 37:19-20. Say unto them, thus says Lord power. Behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel, his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in my hand.
It could be one in his hand, man.
And the sticks whereupon thou writest shall be in thy hand before their eyes.
There you go, right before their eyes, man. What did Bill the Butcher close up his fist talking about the 5 points? Yeah, right. You're gonna clear right. He said I can close up my fist and the 5 points can crush you at any time, man. And that's exactly what's about to happen, man. It's prophesied that Judah's gonna be a terror unto Egypt, man. And he's not gonna be alone. Alright? The northern kingdom's gonna be a terror right there with them, man. And these things are prophesied to happen. There's nothing that anyone can do to stop these prophecies, man.
Right.
Scripture. Bring it out. Let me run to the rest real quick.
This is Isaiah.
So I'm going to end it right there. I want not, like I said, you can see who it is. It's on Kazak's, Elder Kazak's channel if you want to see the whole thing. I just thought I'd bring out a part of it, portion of it or whatever. If you want to go see it on Elder Kazak's channel, feel free. Whatnot, it's a great lesson. Came through very powerfully, expressing the prophecies and what's going to happen and the way things were going to go. So with that, I'm going to end that here with sending all praises, honor, and glory out to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakwadash, to the apostles and elders of GMS out of New York. I want to send double honors because they do rule well for the brethren around the world, pushing this truth, uncut, unfiltered, giving you the good, the bad, and the ugly of the scriptures, correctly breaking down the prophecies and interaction with people on planet. Salutations for the hopeful elect. I hope that's edifying. Aqua, for you intruders, listeners, sincere and chair to keep doing so. Scorners call for up, pt2 Israelites and 17 other nations. You're in the midst of Jacob's trouble, and it is going to get a whole lot worse. First group, a hearty shalom. Second group, a bar.